like a midlife crisis. My dad flipped out at 36. I'm 37. Here we are. But I wanted to start the conversation so that people can talk to me. You guys have to help me figure out how to do life. No, but I feel like there are conversations that are happening in the neurodivergent community that are really important. And I feel like a lot of people who watch me are some flavor of neurodivergent. So we got to talk about the things. Kind of sucks where that light is placed. Me and my kids have been basically on our deathbed for the past week. There is something going around town. I don't know what it is, but apparently it hates humanity. I reached my ideal BMI or whatever. Still have allergies. I'd just like to point that out because they told me all of my problems, including my allergies, would be gone when I reached my ideal BMI. Here I am, allergies and all. Fuck those people. Like, seriously. But as I'm reclaiming my life, because I wanted to come on and give you guys this whole presentation about how LDN changed my life, and I lost a ton of weight and all these things. But I also so I still want to do that, but it's really important to me that you also get like the non-science-y part of it. Like, I started taking low-dose naltrexone, and the first time I took it, I didn't know what to do with myself because I'd never not felt like I was in immediate danger. So, like, what do I do now? Don't know. But it turns out the depression they kept diagnosing me with as unspecified generalized depression and anxiety was actually autistic shutdown. And like, I get why they didn't realize that and why I didn't realize that. But it sucks. And I think that's because they've forced so many autistic people out of science with degrees. Because neurodivergent people don't want to do the boring shit. And you know what the boring shit is? Prerequisites. Prerequisites. Almost, I mean, that's what took me out of college. Because I tested out of language arts, math, completely. And they were like, well, but you need credits. Like, you took the test and you know all that stuff, but in order to earn the amount of credits or credit hours that you need to advance, you're gonna have to take them. And I did. But by the time I was done with that, I was like, okay, kind of done now. Not feeling it as much. Okay, eyebrows. Got my eyebrows on. So next we need contour. And I am struggling in life right now because I want to help people, but I don't know how to be useful. I don't even know what I like because I was never allowed to like stuff. People always told me how I felt. I wasn't allowed to feel how I felt. They told me how to feel. So why would I have likes? I like what you tell me to like. Or tell me I'm allowed to like. So I'm really discovering myself, I guess. And I want to talk about it. But it's hard to know where to start. And like, it makes so much more sense now that my bubblegum was stimming. I'm struggling a bit since they stopped making Super Bubble, because that was my favorite. Like, my kid's timer. Joshua! Your bouncy ball timer went off. You can unmold it. Getting ready to go to the store because, like I said, we have been sick for a week. like 7 full days at this point. My kids went to school Monday, and then they didn't go back. And my best friend came from Ohio, which was awesome. She drove 10 hours just to visit me. Which I'm very lucky to have amazing friends who will do that kind of stuff, since I am such a homebody who like doesn't. But now I'm struggling because I let little boys waste my time. Little boys, I'm calling them little boys because they weren't men. Like they were. I'm not dating children. This sounds weird. This is why I don't do this live. See, I need to be scripted. But they didn't know what they wanted out of life. Had no plan. Ruined my life. And now I have to figure shit out. And I can obviously do that because I'm intelligent. Am I bitter? Yes. Yes, I am. But I let it happen out of naivety. And so I take responsibility too. However, dudes keep like hitting me up on Facebook and shit. And they really need to just not. Because, like, this one dude, first thing he asked me, are you married? No. I'm not married. I was. I'm divorced. And like, everybody wants to get down on single moms. I didn't plan this. I thought I was going to be with my first husband forever. I literally saved myself for marriage. I didn't know he was a liar and way older than he said he was, even when I married him. Like a dumbass. So that started us down a path. And I have not recovered well. Because my second husband was like, you thought that was bad. Just wait. So then my genius ass thought, clearly it's marriage's fault. I just can't let them get me on paper. So I didn't marry Josh. He still ruined my life. And every time I rebuild myself back even stronger. But like, I don't want to keep doing it. And
hello, sweetie.
Contributing anything to my life. So until I find someone who actually makes a positive contribution, I'm just going to be over here building a better life for me and my kids. It's almost Jacob's birthday. I ordered him an electric scooter. I know I could go right to Walmart and get one, but they are like little kid ones and have a weight limit of like 120 pounds. And like, that's not very far for Joshua. He's gonna be a big boy. So I got Jacob an electric scooter online, straight from China. Because why am I paying a middleman? I'm a single mom on a budget. Also, it turned to sinus stuff after the initial phase of throwing up. Non-stop. My kids were like laughing at me, and then it hit them. And it's less funny when it's not mommy. Sorry, I have a magnifying mirror over here. Let's do my eyeliner. So I'm gonna go to the store and get milk, some cereal, and probably something for dinner. But I can do a lot more things now. Thanks to the low dose naltrexone. If you're autistic, I would highly recommend checking it out or looking into it. Or if you have any kind of autoimmune condition, because my MS is so much better than it was. Like, so much better. I feel like I went from the verge of death and total disability to now I'm like scrambling, trying to regroup midlife. But that's okay, because I've done it before. I'm almost getting used to it, grossly. But we should talk about this stuff. I'll gather my thoughts, write down some notes about the ways things changed, because I felt it within 10 minutes with that depression, anxiety piece. But it took about 3 months before I realized my body was changing. And like 6 to 12 months for different other things. But it has helped my autism, anxiety, depression, multiple sclerosis, PMDD, so many things. Like, life has just gotten so much better, and I can do a lot more now. And I am getting sick a lot less. But this thing that has been going around town, like, is gross. It's not fun. So, I'm hitting my ear. I'll see you guys later. Love you. Bye. See how I said that? Like, I could make it turn off, like, right then.